Mr. Gates. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Now, I brought you here to kind of shed some light on the buzz around your name involving these vaccines.
Ah, yes, the vaccines. Well, since this interview would never blow up and reach the masses, I guess I can shed some light on how we fool millions of people.
Well, okay, then let's start from the beginning.
Okay. COVID-19, created in the lab in China, hits the mass media. That this deadly virus exists and that it's moving fast. Gets exposed in China, then it somehow makes its way over to the United States. Now, with this virus in the US, we have already millions of people under our spell, so it wasn't hard to get them to comply with the next part of our plan.
And that plan will be quarantine, correct?
Correct. And with everybody in the house, they can just sit in their homes and watch the news as we implant more and more fear into them day after day. Also gives us time to put up our 5G towers, but that's a topic for another day. But anyway, so with the quarantine in effect, and people still needing to go to stores for food and such, we need a way to keep them in fear of the situation as they leave their houses. Then,
Mask?
masks, exactly. Now first, we told them that the masks were essential to not catching the virus and also to keep your distance from people. But see, here's the hoot in that. They're filled with so much fear that when they're standing apart from each other, they can't even get any love from someone because they're scared. You know, love heals all. Bigger than that, the masks are actually getting them ready for the soon-to-come vaccines.
Amazing. Why doesn't it cross people's minds that their free will is getting chipped away?
The fear. And they're trusting us. I'm sorry, the government. To be truthful, in this interview, there is no real government. It's more of just a puppet show. You feel me? So, so the people can have people that they can trust, because why would the government lie, right? So while people are forgetting that we killed hundreds of thousands of people, forcing them to believe in the government, therefore making it a real core belief system for Americans.
Wow, you cold sick bitches.
Why, thank you. Now, going back to the topic at hand, later down the line, we have a few people who doesn't fall for the charade. So now we have to turn the fearful ones against the non-fearful ones. And that creates conflict with the ones trying to expose us. So at this point, it is now mandatory to wear a mask and go in places, but in reality, nothing is mandatory. And the non-fearful ones know this. So when the fearful ones see a person without a mask on, you know, because we reversed the system to putting on a mask is the right thing to do. But really, it's killing you softly. And the ones without it know that breathing in your own CO2 is really bad for you. But anyway, when a person with the mask on sees the person without one, the fears begin to set in. And in time, start to come at the person who isn't scared of the virus to be scared of it. Now, the fear is the most genius part of the plan. Really, and with that fear, you can slide in with the miracle vaccine and get rid of the dangerous virus. We got them begging for their own demise and they think we're helping them. Works every single time.
So the actual vaccine, what are the effects of it?
Well, the main effect is to make black people take it first. Now, because we need to reduce them way down, because at this point in time, there's a great awakening happening right now, and it's shedding light to all our plans. So we have to get the blacks infertile so they can't reproduce anymore. You know, we've done it many times. You know, they don't even know that the whole planet was black at one point, and they had all the power. But we came here and started, so they can't have sex anymore, or raping many black, creating different races and things. But anyway, ID chips will be very beneficial for us. Imagine someone gets out of line, then with one click of a button, their whole identity is erased and they die from natural causes.
That's a pretty elaborate plan. Except the non-fear ones will never stop trying to bust the illusion right out of people's heads. We've seen you take over for thousands of years and we've had it. You're gonna fall, and we will be there to witness.
Well then, because the interview is obviously over, and I'll leave you with this. Let the games begin.